Gwyneth Paltrow is probably the only star who has two titles at once: world's most beautiful woman and most hated celebrity. For years, naysayers have been criticizing the actress for everything she does, including her expensive lifestyle and eccentric business. She's a cringe. Easy when you're a millionaire. It's strange advice and overpriced products. Over a decade ago, Paltrow launched the most controversial brand in the wellness industry, Goop. The actress explained that she started it so people would know things like where to buy organic wine in Berlin or have a bikini wax in Paris. With this brand, Gwyneth started living the life of a lifestyle expert, one whose recommendations seem to only be aimed at the rich, as well as women who believe that if you drink your green juice and do Pilates, you'll be just as fit and clear-skinned as Paltrow. Goop is not only overpriced, but it's completely based on pseudoscience. Recently, even Goop's former chief content officer, Elise Loehnen, denounced the brand, saying that the cleanses it offers are toxic and vowed to never do another cleanse again. Elise even claimed that while she worked in the company, she felt as if her relationship with her body wasn't healthy. To make matters even worse for Gwyneth's brand, quite a few lawsuits have been filed against Goop. Most of them have to do with the vaginal eggs that, according to the company, help improve women's health and prevent depression. But there is no scientific proof whatsoever to back this. After the settlement, Goop even had to refund money to their customers. And of course, there are many other reasons why people love to hate Gwyneth. Paltrow always seems to show how privileged she is. She recommends must-have outfits that cost thousands of dollars. She boasts about her outdoor wood-burning pizza oven that she can't live without. What's more, Gwyneth publishes cookbooks offering recipes that don't really appeal to the general audience. In fact, many of them look like tiny portions of hardly any food. But at the same time, if one uses her recipes, it'll cost about $300 per day. In her defense, Gwyneth once shared that she is who she is, and she can't pretend to be someone who makes $25,000 a year. Even so, the actress still tries to make it look like she lives an ordinary life and not flaunt her wealth.
And that's been actually the opposite of my intention. I always feel like I'm very open about my learnings, my shortcomings, my mistakes.
But despite all the hate, Paltrow keeps going and her company is still growing. After all, Gwyneth's brand is herself and it flaunts her own lifestyle. So it appeals to the people who want to be more like their idol and imitate her lifestyle. Why else would she offer a candle that, in her own words, smells like her lady parts? And why else would there be people who'd buy it for $75? It all proves that, if anything, Gwyneth is very out of touch with what it means to be an average person. And in fact, she's actually never been in touch with it. As some of her haters say, Paltrow was born with a silver spoon in her mouth. Her father was a TV producer, her mother was an actress, and her godfather is Steven Spielberg himself. However, Gwyneth has said many times that she's built her career on her own. The actress claims that her father never helped her pay her rent or anything else, and she never had a trust fund.
That was one of the most valuable things he gave me, was saying, look, you're growing up in a privileged environment, but this is my money. This is not yours. And when you leave home, we're done. I'm never giving you a penny.
It sounds convincing, right? But for some reason, a lot of people don't feel like the actress is being truthful. They hate on her for using statements like finding a balance between cigarettes and tofu, and also saying anti-scientific things, such as when she questioned how sun exposure can cause skin cancer. The actress also seems to have unrealistic expectations that she wants everyone to conform to. Like, for example, when Gwyneth said that all women must be able to find the time to work out, no matter how many responsibilities they have. As if to prove her own words, Paltrow once threw herself into a yoga routine in the middle of an interview. Haters even found something to judge Paltrow for when she was in the middle of a divorce from Chris Martin, or because she coined the term conscious uncoupling instead of divorce. But in fact, going through the process, whatever you call it, wasn't easy for the actress. In an interview with Drew Barrymore, Gwyneth was very open, talking about co-parenting her kids with Chris.
Chris and I committed to putting them first, and that's harder than it looks, because some days you really don't want to be with the person that you're getting divorced from.
But they do it for their kids' sake, and they keep on trying their best. And when it comes to Paltrow's obsession with healthy eating and yoga, there's a simple explanation. Her father died of cancer after years of drinking and smoking. His death taught Gwyneth an important lesson on how not to live. The actress even believes that she'll live a long and healthy life because he didn't. And soon after realizing that, Gwyneth decided to help those who are open to her advice. After all, just because not everyone can afford to follow it, doesn't mean that no one can. Gwyneth's company keeps on going, and that means it's useful to somebody. She has even decided to take a step back from acting to focus on Goop, so it looks like her brand is doing just fine. All these haters' comments don't upset Gwyneth. She doesn't care about those who dislike her out of jealousy. She just keeps on doing her job. If there's anything Gwyneth Paltrow can teach us, it's being unapologetically ourselves. Use your haters as your motivators.